Engagement makes you feel good on social media, but reaching new clients, that is what actually grows your business. And that is what I am here to talk with Tom Fields, the CEO of Fynancial, today about. Tom, welcome to the Real Finfluencers.
Hey, Laura, thank you for having me. I love this topic, so I can't wait to dive in.
How important is video to Fynancial?
I wouldn't be wearing this vest or sitting in the seat or talking about Fynancial without it. So it is truly the way we've grown our business, and it will continue to be the way that we continue to grow the business. It is the number one way that we let people know about our stuff, and that's oddly enough, that is the only way people hear about you or want to work with you or purchase your services, etc. So video is everything for us, everything.
I mentioned that engagement makes you feel good. Those likes, those comments, like seeing a video get traction is always, like kind of a vanity metric. But do you believe Fynancial has actually grown from the video content you've released?
Oh yeah, like if someone ever books a meeting, like how are you want to know where they're coming from, and we just have a simple open-ended question: how'd you hear about us? And it's not like from an article, it's not like a Google search, it's not paid, because we don't do any of that. It's typically like LinkedIn or like your videos or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it is very much proven in the data that that's how individuals know about Fynancial. And oddly enough, it was and I wish the guy that kind of makes it happen for me, Nate, I wish he was here, but last year at the Wealth Management kind of award, we're up in New York, and it's a fancy event and it's all fun, and there's so many individuals I've never met saying like, oh, I love your stuff on LinkedIn, you're doing great. And it just is like pretty amazing what just reach can do, and just being authentic.
Well, you mentioned Nate. You've got a guy who's kind of in charge of your video presence, but I'm guessing he wasn't involved in this particular video. And I had to pull this one up first because I'm a hockey mom, you're a hockey bro. Like, this is just a short clip and it got great traction. Tell me the story behind this.
I love hockey. I live in Kentucky, and some winters we get the opportunity to do this. This winter we had about 3 weeks of frozen ice, which was unbelievable. And so me and my brothers got together. We cut the ice. We even like kind of rigged up some old school, just Zamboni it a little bit. Got out there and just had a blast. Yeah, so there's me right there. Still got it a little bit, and then hopefully I didn't trip there. Yeah, so that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So that's in my parents' house, and that is just awesome. But to your point, yeah, that like there is a mix of in my opinion, videos that you should be sharing to essentially get reach, right? And then videos you should be sharing to then actually the people who might have followed you because of the reach video, to actually dive in a little bit more about your expertise. And so although that was just a quick little video, I was hoping it would do well. It did. That's kind of part of like the strategy a little bit, is like I don't want to be this like robot that's always talking about Fynancial. I want to show my past and hockey, and like my values, my faith, and some personal things, because that's just how individuals relate to you.
If you had to break it down into a pie chart, what percentage of your content would you say is like educational about Fynancial and how you work with advisors, and what percentage is kind of fun stuff like that hockey video?
I would say maybe a little over 50% is about something about Fynancial or something about the industry, right? So obviously Fynancial, we essentially allow RAs to say just go to our app for everything. So it's an app where everything's integrated. You can talk with clients. Not here to talk too much about that, but we're about a little bit over 50%. And then the other, it just could be picture again like traveling with a family, or hobbies, etc. So I feel like when I'm talking about Fynancial too much, I can feel it. I'm like, this is boring. I need to put something else up. And so it's just like if you were to hang out with, someone or a prospect, you're not just like going to be always talking about the business. You're probably going to sit down and just talk about like who you are as an individual, because people like doing business that they like and they trust.
What's interesting to me is this is a video that you recorded for the business, and it also is the kind of video that, I think is really important for advisors to think about. And this one, I think, is specifically an invite to a webinar. You're talking about, hey, this is a release we've got. What is the differentiator? Like, why does a video help get more butts in seats, if you will, at an event?
I've never, and I will continue to never, use AI to write copy for myself. And I just think it is so clear right now, especially if you just have like an image and then there's some AI around the image and then the copy's written with AI. It's just like, get it out of here. Just scrolling right past. So I feel like really important, right? Like an announcement. People need to just see your face and see, like that it is you that is talking. And this is a big deal. And I'm taking the time to actually sit down and make this video and put it out to the internet. And so I think video it allows, people to you can capture their attention right away rather than, just an image.
I think, for advisors out there watching this, you don't have to run a fintech to make a video that helps bring more prospects to a webinar. It's a great way to attract attention. I do want to take a moment and highlight Fynancial's LinkedIn page, because when you click on the videos tab here, it is loaded with some really cool kind of high production value video where you're explaining how your product works. What have you learned from being on camera to create this kind of content, which may be a step above what most advisory practices are doing? But what can you take from that on-cam experience and share with advisors who are thinking, I want to be doing this, but I'm not doing it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you just get better. It's like just the reps, right? And so my first, I used to, like during COVID when I was an advisor, I made videos just like on education. And they were I look back on them now, but it was like I was building the armor for, I feel like, what it is now. And so ultimately it's like, we think too much about what we, if I'm watching myself, like what, I'm saying or how I look, where especially if this is like going out to clients, like, they love you, they trust you, and, they just want to hear from you. And so I think it's really about, one, just understanding that it's just like going to the gym. Like the first time you go to the gym, you don't really know what you're doing. You're super sore, but if you keep going, like it feels good and you're in a rhythm and you know what you're doing. And so I would just say, like, you just got to get started. We have very intelligent, very smart individuals, and money is just one of the most emotional things out there. And there's a lot of people that need help with it. And just kind of being that individual that can share, just what's going on, what's on your mind. If you're just get started. That's really what it's all about.
Last question for you. How do you gauge ROI for video marketing for Fynancial?
Yeah, I do not look at what LinkedIn throws up, right? Like the comments, the impressions. I don't even know what that means. I never look at any of that stuff. What I do, just one is I love seeing like when people come to Fynancial about how they heard about us, and that's an indicator right there. Second is like, especially with clients, they're always kind of, either coming to my team or even messaging me about something that they heard. And so it's not only about like the ROI for getting new customers, it's also about the retention and the ROI that you get from your current clients about them, staying up to date. And so that's another kind of indicator that I look for is just, if clients are sharing information with the team or me about maybe what they saw, because that means, hey, they're engaged with the brand, and that's what's most important.
Keep recording, Tom. And remember, if Tom can do it, you can do it too. And if you need some help building authority and growing your practice with video, that's what we do at Idea Decanter.